December Ascension energies are here, and we are in for some serious magic if we align with them. The three major themes we're working on this month are preparation, transmutation, and alchemy. Stay tuned. I've got everything you need to know. What's up, beautiful? It's Lisa Roulette, and I'm here to help you heal, navigate your ascension journey, and create a life you love. If you're new here, welcome. A lot of people who come to this channel feel maybe a little lost, lonely, or wayward on their spiritual path. If that's you, make sure you subscribe and welcome to the family. We're going to jump right into the channeled messages for December. Our beloved Ascension support team has given us 3 themes, which I was very grateful for because November energies were far more complicated for me to decipher. So very grateful that they've given us these themes, and those are preparation, transmutation, and alchemy. So let's kick it off with preparation. What are we preparing for? Well, we're preparing certainly for the new year, 2022, but we're also preparing for our next step in our evolution. We're preparing for the next level of expansion. And anytime we prepare for something, we have to get our ducks in a row. We have to get organized. And I think that's a really big part of the message behind preparation. Getting organized, writing down how we are going to move forward, using our meditations to really organize in our hearts and our minds what is going to actually push us forward. So if you like to journal or you meditate often, you might start to ask yourself questions like, what actually is disorganized in my life? Where is the mayhem? Where are the messes? And what do I need to clean up and put into order in order to make space for my transmutation, my transformations, and my alchemy to really take place? Now, one of the ways that you can do this is by breaking apart the 4 bodies. You can look at your physical body, your mental body, your emotional body, and your spiritual body, and ask yourself, where are the messes and mayhems in those 4 bodies? Are you overthinking? Are you over or under exercising or over or under eating? Are you letting out your emotions and letting them flow through that sacral chakra like they really need to flow? Or are you leaving them pent up only to sort of fester inside of you? Are you connected to your source? Do you have the right connections to a spiritual community? Are you actively practicing your spirituality in order to identify with yourself as a spiritual being more so than a physical being? So really just hunkering down over the course of the next couple of weeks and using some of the energy available to you to gain clarity, to prepare, to get those ducks in a row, and to clean up all of that mayhem and all of those messes so that you can move on to transmutation. So what do they mean by transmutation? Well, just like we transmute dark to light, we're transmuting the messes and the mayhem into miracles. We're giving the messes and mayhem potential to turn over into miracles. And one of the ways we do that is by letting go. There's a lot of letting go themes in the astrology that is present right now. And of course, astrology is part of the Ascension energies. We had a Taurus full moon lunar eclipse that was largely about letting go of what no longer serves us. And even though in this upcoming new moon solar eclipse in Sagittarius, most of the time we think, okay, new moon, set your intentions, start to manifest, but it's still about letting go, really releasing the ideas of the lower mind and dropping into the heart center to understand that you are capable of moving energy, of manipulating energy, of turning light into dark, dark into light, and really transmuting anything that you really put your heart into. So one of the questions I would ask myself as I went through this 4-body experience of saying, okay, where are the messes? Where's the mayhem? What do I need to let go of? Ask yourself, how will I transmute that? In the physical body, it could be through exercise. In the mental body, it might be through journaling. In the spiritual body, it might be through meditation. In the emotional body, it might be through therapy, coaching, counseling, or crying, but really getting very pointed about what is the transmutation process? What are you going to actively participate in? Because I know a lot of you out there think, oh, spirituality, it's all bubblegum and unicorns and they all want to just sit in meditation. But on the contrary, it is largely about taking aligned action. And I think what our guides are telling us this month is that we do need to move the energy if we want to transmute it. If we really want to become the alchemists that we naturally are, we have to move that energy. So as you decide in preparing, getting your ducks in a row, where the messes and mayhem are in the mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual bodies, you can then ask yourself, what is the action I need to take to start to move that along, right? To really let that go. Now, one of the things that really came in strong for me this month was this Sagittarius new moon, because Sagittarius is like the great archer, right? We really need a target to hit in going into 2022. So as you ask yourself how I'm going to move this old stagnant energy or the mayhem and messes along out of the auric field, what am I going to be bringing in? What's the target? Like, what's the end goal to bring into 2022? And once we determine that target, then we can start to really embrace the alchemists that we naturally are. The transmutation process is sort of the changing over, but the alchemical process is the full embodiment of the substance that you want to create in the material realm. So when we're manifesting, we have to align our frequency with what we want to bring into the material realm. So that would mean really aligning with that target. And I'm going to go back to the 4 bodies. Once again, I'm going to really position a future self that is vibrating at frequencies that are magnetic to my target. Okay. So really just thinking about yourself as a magnet, because consciousness is magnetic, and I'll link a couple of videos in the description below that will help you with your manifesting skills and your understanding of manifesting and consciousness. But I'm going to be going back to the 4 bodies, and I'm going to be thinking, okay, well, now that I've cleaned up these messes, right? And all of this mayhem, what thoughts do I need to bring into the mental body that are specifically aligned with my target? And what am I going to do to hold those thoughts, to not be under psychic attack from mass consciousness and mass media, to really hold firm, steadfast, and in faith that my thoughts create my reality. So I'm going to really hold them. What are those thoughts? How am I going to focus on them? How am I going to concentrate them? And how am I going to give life to them? Then emotional body. What kind of feelings do I need to orchestrate on a daily basis? Well, I know my thoughts are going to help with that if I can stay steadfast and align my thoughts with my target. But also, if for some reason I do end up getting emotional, am I going to honor that as sort of a continual release, a continual way to make space for fertile ground for my manifestation, which is ultimately my target? And then how much time am I going to spend in meditation to orchestrate feelings, to really bring up, conjure feelings, right? We're talking about alchemy, witchcraft, right? So we want to be able to conjure feelings within us that align us with the frequency of our manifestation. In the physical body, what am I going to be doing? Do I need more rest? Do I need to go out and meet my co-creative partners, right? What physical action do I need to take to align with my target? And I think one of the biggest themes for 2022, and it'll be interesting to see how January energies come in, but is it really about the co-creativity, a part of our lives that we have yet to see the power in? Really having partners, whether they be business partners, friendships, romantic relationships, family relationships, really having those partnerships as tight connections, as co-creative partners in order to lift us up into the next stage and evolution of our development, which I'm just getting a message right now. The team tells us that our target should be part of our next evolution and our development. So if your target, say, is a job, to ensure that it's not just for the money and that it has some purpose, a deeper meaning for you, and that it might be part of your light work. I'm just getting that right now coming in. So In the spiritual body, you can ask yourself, how much of my witchcraft am I actually using? Like, what do I actually need to tap into in order to grow and expand and become more God-like? Because as you know, you are an extension of one God source. And as that extension, you hold its powers, which are healing and creating. So if you need to continue to heal things, great. But if you want to get closer and closer to your spiritual essence, to draw down your capabilities, your manifesting capabilities, and your magic, then you might need to spend time doing that. So again, 3 major themes. It's preparation, really getting into the idea of putting your ducks in a row, seeing where the mayhem and messes are. The transmutation is about making space, cleaning it out, letting go in each of the 4 bodies. And then the alchemy is about aligning with that target. What are you going to how is 2022 really going to show up for you? So this is big future self energy. It's like we are ready. We are being pushed into that next evolution of the individual self and as the collective humanity. We are being literally lifted through our expansion. And we can either ride the wave and enjoy that and really go into the next stage of our development, or we can resist it. And it's a very clear message that if we resist it, it'll be painful. So that's a wrap for this video, my friends. I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure to like, comment, share. Check out the links in the description of the video below because there's lots of goodies and related content down there. And as always, stay in the luminosity of your light and remember, you are loved.